In a world searching for gaming knowledge comes the man, the myth, a legend in his own mind, Critical.
Welcome back, guys and gals. Critical here. Today I'm bringing you another episode of Subsistence on Season 5. And as you can see, the lake is no longer frozen, which was kind of like bad timing for me because I had taken my axe and I went out there to start chopping some holes in the ice. I had a feeling I might get attacked, and I hit once, I went to hit the second time, and all of a sudden I fell through it. I'm like, it's a hole created already? And I figured I'd just pop up out of the hole. No, the entire lake, it defroze underneath me and dropped me in the water. Never seen it happen. That was kind of cool. But then like literally 3 minutes later, I had hunters attack. And they were throwing Molotov cocktails like crazy and firing off some regular arrows. But they were hitting Molotov cocktails over here for some reason. But as many Molotov cocktails as they supposedly threw, there should have been a lot more damage over here. But I had one caught over here and of course 2 caught in the corner over there. I was going to wait until I was going to start recording or the sun came up so I could show you guys, you know, the horrendous sound I was dealing with. But the sound was just too bad. I couldn't take it. No. All right. But this is the loot we got from them, which isn't bad. Come on, the lake just unfroze and now you're going to start snowing. Mother Nature, get your, stuff in order. This is not how Mother Nature works. All right. Yeah, I'm looking pretty good. All right. Do I need to keep this going? Well, I'm not going to waste that much. I'm going to go ahead and get out. Where am I? I've got 3 Molotovs. Well, with the weather changing, but it's still snowing. I think I can make a run to the other base. I want to run over there and at least get the potatoes that I know should be grown over there in the planters. Because if I can get some more Molotovs put together, I'll be more apt to go after a hunter base. And I really want to go after the fortress because it's been a while since I've been in there. And that'll give me 3 chances at solar panels. I don't like making lockpicks and I don't like making solar panels. I prefer if the hunters supply those necessities to me. My old base, all the solar panels I had was provided by the hunters. So, even though I broke down and made 2, I'd like to keep the tradition alive and allow the hunters to assist me with my building. Excuse me. I heard you the first time. You don't have to keep saying it. I'll move. But yeah, I like the hunters to contribute to my godliness. Oops. Got too close to the chicken and the chicken ran. I think I don't want to chase the chicken. Really, I don't want to taste the chicken right now. God, it sounds bad. No matter how I say it, if I talk about a chicken, it just goes down the wrong way. So I think I'll leave the chicken alone. If I had shot the chicken before it ran, I would have been fine. A waste of an arrow, but is that a rabbit? No, it's another chicken. But the chicken is not running. There we go. Even though I waste an arrow, I didn't have to chase the stupid chicken. I forgot I left that marker on over there. It does make it easier. I mean, I know exactly where it is on the map, but it does make it easier in this area to pick a line and stick to it. Now, the only reason that's even a consideration at this point is because of the hunter bases out there. If it wasn't for those hunter bases out there, I know where it is. Even if I'm a little off track on my my angle, it wouldn't make a difference. I'm considering if I want to go after a hunter base. Nah, I don't have the supplies on me. I was thinking if I was going to run all the way over here, I should go after one of the hunters. I really need to bust the smaller base at a minimum So I at least have one base that's near me. Though it is funny that the hunters come over to me and a lot of times they're already bloody from interactions with wildlife on the way, which I think is cool. I think it doesn't happen as much because the game's AI is, well, between the animals and the hunters, the animals try to get out of the way of a hunter. I know for sure when fishing, and I think partially when they're on the prowl or they're coming to attack your base, the animals kind of get out of their way. But if there is an obstacle or they just get a little too close, you'll get the hunter on animal action. When the hunters are at their base and just doing their normal thing, then it's more free fall or free action. I don't think there's any kind of constraints other than I have seen animals walking a path, get into a hunter's area, and then immediately turn around and walk away. But it doesn't always happen because I've seen animals and hunters fighting in and around their camp. So I can't figure out sometimes how the hunter versus animal AI works to either encourage or discourage an attack. Maybe there's a time frame, like you can only have a hunter on animal interaction every X number of seconds. And when you don't, when you're in that time frame, yeah, why not? Let's switch to the better bow, please. Come here, Piggy. Thank you, Piggy. Your insides will eventually chase mighty fine. Wash my hands. I think grabbing the iron is definitely not a bad thing. All right, on to the base. Switch over to the rabbit bow. Now, there's been some more discussion about the ammo for the new weapon. And just so you guys know, my experience when it comes to weapons and ammo is an old rimfire 22 and military weaponry. So I've never actually used a level action rifle. One thing I remember, it definitely wasn't a real one. It might have been a 22. I have a faint memory of a 22 that was lever action, but once again, that's rimfire. So why does that matter? Well, if you look at a round, there's a pointy end and then there's a flat end of a round. The flat end in modern day, if it's not rimfire, is, the center of it is where your primer is. The primer is the part that ignites and sends the round down the barrel of the weapon. When you're seeing Cole Games use that new weapon, it is it's modeled after I can't remember the actual year. Is it 1897 or 1894? I think is what the model was, something like that. And he's taking one round, putting it in the I wouldn't call it the chamber. It is a magazine of some sort, internal, of course, but some sort of or like a loading tube. And he's jamming one round right behind the other. If you were doing that with a primered round, not a rimfire round, there's a chance that jamming that next round into the back of the round that's already in there could set a round off. So people were right when they're like, well, that's probably not, it's probably rimfired because, that's not a smart way of doing things. And I have to agree. No, I'm not going to start a fire over here unless I really need the water to. And this is turned off because don't need to waste power. Not that I'm using power for anything other than making 72. Okay. I think I have to jump over here to get up there. Been a while since I've been over here. Oh yeah, all the potatoes are ready. Fortunately, the storm's not too bad. Trust me, it sounds a lot worse than it is. Ooh, it's like one of the planters isn't planted or isn't grown out completely. Bet it was close. If I waited one more day, I bet they would be fully grown out. I should check those solar panels, make sure they're not getting damaged. Do I really need 3 solar panels over here? Or would 1 do? Getting half the resources back for the solar panel? And just keeping the... no, I'll leave it the way it is. It seems to be working the way I've got it. Can I not really get up here? Let's see. Jump on the solar panel. Come on. Work with me, solar panel. Let me get on top of you. Ah, okay, okay. In that corner. I knew there was a way up that I viewed before. It's not convenient, I should say, to get back up there. Oh, yes. The wonderful potatoes. I'm definitely going to replant these while I'm here. And then let it grow for another couple weeks. And how close are you? Oh, yeah, they're within a day. Maybe if I gave them some water, they'd probably grow out in a day. All right. I've got 5. Let's go ahead. I don't think that's enough. I think I'd still be a few short. It's gotten a little colder, but... Oh, I was really close. Is it me, or is the snow actually giving some water? I'd always had the belief that the snow didn't give water. No, this one's at 0. Yeah. No. As I thought, snow does not give water. I mean, it should just a little bit, but you know, only. All right, so. This takes clean water, right? It should use dirty water. It should be able to use dirty water, I should say. A full stack, almost 2 full stacks of potatoes. Do I have what I need to start the fire? Yes, I do. Awesome. It'd also be a source of ash, too, when I come back. Fortunately, I have to do the boring thing and get water. I really wish Cold Games would update that recipe, that anything that needs water should be able to use, if you're using it in a heated source, you know, you're boiling it or whatever, you should be able to use dirty water for that, since that's basically what this process is here. I don't know if it's a balance thing, you know, to make sure that you are, you know, using stuff in a particular, you know, you're not, you know, so it doesn't unbalance the game. But I think it would be a minor improvement to quality of life if I could use dirty water instead of clean water. It would just save the time that we spend, you know, doing this and then doing this. I could just dump everything in there and be done with it. I wonder if it'd be funny if the hunters decided to come over and attack right now all of a sudden. It would be poetic justice, I would say. Now that I'm abusing them, you know, the ice is gone, so I can abuse them again. Come on, there we go. That'll let me get... I'll grab a full stack. Good stack of potatoes going. Or of alcohol. I probably... I think next time what I'll do is make sure that I have this bowl of water that is already clean, maybe, just to save time in this process. But you see how much alcohol I'm actually getting with all these potatoes, and it has nothing to do with my food. These are potatoes that were grown only to make alcohol, which means I'm gonna have Molotov cocktails at the yin yang. Look out, hunters, here we come. But it takes 2 alcohol to make 1. So maybe I can get up to another 6. That could be 2 rounds of tax. Let's do it that way. And let's start some more alcohol. I know this is a little boring, but this is kind of the housekeeping that has to be done sometimes. And this is a housekeeping process that's necessary if you guys want me attacking the hunter bases. Because the picks just take, I'd rather use 2 Molotov cocktails and then hit it with a pick a few times and be in. It saves so much time. It allows me to attack multiple hunter bases in a single day. Yeah, make more alcohol. Glorious. Here, let's get the rest of the potatoes. I mean, I'd be happy if I could use up the rest of the potatoes today. That in itself was going to be a win. I'm getting hungry. I think I'll cook some food here next. Come on. Let's drop this off. And then I'll make sure to at least fill them with snow before I leave. I won't spend the entire time doing this. But I do need to get this alcohol, man. And I don't want to have to come over here too many times and not be doing it. Maybe a second wood burner over here might be a nice idea. So when I come over here, I can at least get 6 done at a single trip. All right, you guys cook. Let me jump out. At least a storm. See, one of the things I was waiting for is a storm to blow itself out a little bit. Let me check on these potatoes. I was kind of hoping that if I spent a little time over here that they might grow out, but that was dreaming and it's probably not going to happen. Look how slow this first alcohol takes. That ain't. Fortunately, I do have food with me. A few animals on the way worked out perfect. I'm going to go ahead and cook the pork chop because it's going to go bad before I get home with it. So it's basically a win-win. Now, if I was going to make them over here, and see, mass would be the issue. So I really don't even need a workbench over here other than to hold a glow stick. But I'll leave it. First one's made. God, that takes so long. But they are pretty powerful, so I guess I get it. And I'll hold you until later. What in my loadout don't I have? Tomatoes, arrows, 9, shotgun. I changed my layout so much now. Oh, canteens. Yeah, these 2 are the canteens that should stay with me. That's what it is. Okay. I was like, I'm missing something. I'm not sure what I'm missing, but I'm definitely missing something. I think I'll make this the last set because I do need to get headed home or I'll be stuck here all night. Yeah, it's midday. It's good and the storm's passed. So this will be the last run. Put this dirty water away for now. Maybe next time I'll come with... Oh, there's an idea. I can get a full set of canteens that are all clean and bring all my canteens over with me. And then I can come over here using the canteens that are here and kind of double up on it. But I'm thinking a second word burner over here might be useful. This doesn't take power to make. Oh, actually it does take power. Okay, then having this over here. I was like, why do I need this over here? I was like, thinking about it. No, this does take power to make, so. And then so I'm generating free power just to keep making this. And I'm actually good with that. I did say that was the last round and I'm going to keep it. I'm going to keep to that. But I wanted to put at least the water in there. And I'll take 1 alcohol. I'll just leave it. So what am I going to get? 1, 2, 3, 12, 13, 15, 16, 17, 18, 20, 21. Okay, I've got to do at least one more. Or this full set. I've got to do these. Because I want it to be even. All right, so I'm lying a little bit, but for a good reason. Hopefully you guys can understand that. I don't want it an odd number. This will make it an even number. And it just takes me an extra few seconds. Perfect. Back down to 29 potatoes left over. Put that in there for next time. I left the potatoes behind. Perfect, let's get out of here. You know, we haven't even seen a hunter base in a while. Let's go at least look at the hunters. Another piggy. Hello, Mr. Pig. Oh, I set that right over your head like an idiot. I mean, it must have just barely missed because it scared him so. Wish you're running the way I want to go. Oh, I was trying to make sure I get him in the back of the head so I do enough damage. There's the hunter freaking out on the top of his base is normal. Ah, all right. He's going to be a 3-arrow kind of pig. You're taking me close to these hunters. Piggy. Don't get any stupid ideas. Oh my lord, you're still going? I am not wasting another arrow. I was trying to lead him into it. Okay, this is really close to the hunters. I thought I was going to aggro them when I got this close. Oh, damn, he's using a rifle. Come here. Oh, I don't care. You stay there. That's fine. You keep playing in the window. I'm going to go ahead and get my piggy. Thank you. I can grab this real quick. Are you going to stay in the window and just keep peeky-booing me? Yes, you are. I'm leaving. You're not worth my time. I normally wouldn't have done that, except I wanted the piggy. What? Okay, cool. Let's say I wash my hands. I got wolves everywhere. Another wolf. Hey, deer, watch out. There's wolves everywhere around here. Hey, wolves, why don't you go after the deer? It's a safer meal for you. Let's reload my shotty. Stopped bleeding. Good. So there, I went and I attacked a hunter base. You know, a minor attack. But I don't have the supplies to break in, so I'm not gonna fight the one that's inside the base. There's almost no reason to do it. Unless I can get him to jump off the terrace, the outside balcony part of it. Okay, that's not good. Was that close enough for a charge? Okay, just close enough to hear a couple growl. Actually, I haven't seen a cougar in like forever and a day. I've been getting most of my sinew from the moose, so. Make sure I get that first hit. A once in a blue moon cougar. I honestly prefer to get moose. I get more out of it. Maybe I don't get as much sinew as I get. Actually, I'll wash my hands in the lake up here. Maybe I don't get as much sinew as I get from the cougar than I might get from the moose. But the moose gives me the rack of ribs, which can cook into an awesome meal. And unfortunately, cougars just give you the raw resources. You know, they'll give you a liver, they'll give you a steak, but no food item that really makes worth going after them. Not once you're confident and you can go after the moose. The cougar's not such an interesting animal. Now, I will say, every new player, once you're set up and you have and you're not playing on hardcore, do not do this on hardcore. Well, unless you have a bed set up. But once you have a bed, you have to experience at least one time sacrificing yourself to a cougar to see the cougar drag you around like a plaything. You know, you have to experience that. And then it doesn't always happen, but there is a moose interaction where it squeezes and pops your head, which is hilarious as well. And to be a true subsistence player, you really need to experience that for yourself. And not to shy away from the moose either, because, you know, you mess up with the moose, he's going to gore you, and then he'll do a body slam using his antlers and throw you in the ground. Completely disrespectful. I mean, that moose just disrespects you to high heaven when he slams you down with his antlers. But it's really cool looking too. All right. Now, there is a possibility I might run into hunters either on the way or back from my base. It's been long enough that I could see an attack from the hunters that came and attacked probably from the one small base. And the reason I say that is because they had done their attack early or about just a little after midnight, and then gotten stuck. I waited till just before the sun came up and I couldn't take the noise anymore, and went ahead and killed them off. They shouldn't attack until tomorrow, except they started their attack the day just after the day turned. So no, they probably won't attack it. They probably will not do another revenge attack until tomorrow. They're going to get in this vicious cycle. They get to a revenge attack. They get stuck in my superstructure. I kill them off. They're tagged for another attack. Around and around we go. But if the hunters are bringing me supplies, stuff that I need, I'm not going to get upset about it. All right, run rabbit just a little bit for me. I could have almost caught that rabbit on the hoof. All right, stop. Ooh, there you are. It just got dark enough that I wasn't going to be able to see him. I saw scrap too, but I don't think I'm going to be able to find that scrap. Oh, there's some. Kind of makes up for it. Let's check on my chicken, if this wolf will let me. Good. Didn't even get a growl from him. Level 3, you're at 100%. How's your food and water? Decent. I can take care of him tomorrow. And we made it safely home just after the sunset. All right, guys and gals, I've been Critical. This has been Subsistence on Season 5. I hope you guys have enjoyed this content. If you have, drop a like, consider subscribing, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take it easy. Bye.